Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and off we go from Nashville. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. You talk about this Titan defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
On third down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be taken at the 10. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Willis now off play action. This pass complete to Higgins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Titans had 14-2 heading into this final week. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Second down, here's Willis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
In motion right, that's Burks. Again, Willis to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 48-yard line, here's the second down at 6. Another tote for Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. You talk about this Titan defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. Two different things. They combine them.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hand off to Spears, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Willis. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Willis to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Titans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, the pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They go play action with Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A give running right, Etienne. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Now Willis. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mustang 19.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
This is taken at the 15. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. This is caught inside the 15. And it's a Titans touchdown. T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him go up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here's Spears on second down. Breaks through the contact, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right back to Spears. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This now a 3rd and 4. Play action. Here's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On the toss, it's Spears. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Willis now off of play action. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Cup 19.
Willis looks to pass it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. That one's taken in by Spears. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Spears, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a give to Spears. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down.
Let's go now.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Hurt. 18. Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Take right open.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. A good pickup there at 22. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll send Kirk in motion right.
11.
They go play action now. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time. It's a throw again as Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kevin Farley. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. These guys will be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's a run by Spears. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
And Spears with another carry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 55 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Spears. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Spears. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And now a run with Spears. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Badgley on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with